question is automation in the event industry and how to secure more clients. Okay, so this is something that we could talk for 2 days about, about what to automate, what not to automate, and how to secure more clients. Like it takes, so I would like to maybe chat to see like what specifically about automations you'd like to learn more about, like what part of your business would you like to automate or streamline, and then I can give you some pointers on that.
Just try to weed out the people that are not serious or that may just not be a good fit.
Okay, so are you getting a lot of leads?
Yes.
Okay, so and how are they contacting you?
Through Facebook Messenger for the most part. They're calling about pricing, and once I send them the price list, they go ghost, or they just keep calling, texting, messaging all day, a whole night long, and then it goes nowhere.
Okay. All right. So one of the things that, that we teach a lot about, for those who are in our accelerator program or who come to Planners Who Profit Live, is having a sales process. And what that means is that everybody goes through the same process when they contact you, right? And when you go that route, you don't really, so basically from what I'm hearing from you, the people who are contacting you are running the show. Like they contact you, they ask one question today, 2 questions tomorrow, 10 questions the next day, and you're going back and forth with them, right? But if you say, it's different when you have a sales process and you're like, hey, thanks for contacting us, we would love to work with you. This is the next step in the process, is for you to complete this form or for you to do X or Y. And then you also know what to do with that information, right? So that you can then follow up with them and streamline through there. Because at the end of the day, the truth is that people don't know what they don't know. The average cost of a wedding in the United States is still $34,000. A lot of people in the event industry like to argue with me about this, but just because what you're seeing every day is the highlights. You're seeing the weddings that go viral. You're seeing the weddings that pictures are all over them on Pinterest, right? But most weddings are $34,000, which means that most people are not willing to spend maybe more than $2,000 to $3,000 on an event planner, right? And much lower on everything else, right? So for you to so people don't know what they don't know and they don't have what they don't have. Well, there is also a piece to how you're presenting yourself, which is what we like to talk about with like marketing and how you set up your website, right? If everything on your website looks like $100,000 event, chances are the person, who wants to have like a backyard party is not going to reach out to you in the first place. So it's also about how you're presenting yourself, because you're always going to get more of what you present. But in addition to that, there's the fact that, you can have a sales process that's streamlined. Not only does a good sales process help you close more sales, it just helps you streamline because you're doing the same thing over and over again, and it's straightforward. Because whenever your clients are the ones, or these are not your clients, they're potential clients, when they're running the show, it's always going to be disorganized because they don't know what they're doing. They don't know the right questions to ask. They think of something today, something else tomorrow, versus you going through a sales process. Like for us, the sales process that we teach is to help you have the clients come to you, some contacts, and then one sales call. And after that, you should be able to send them a proposal, close, simple, right? I think that with a lot of people, because you don't have a sales process, you're having multiple calls with people. People are calling you on the fly. And all of this is happening. And these are, and of course it's not comfortable because these are people who are not even paying you yet. But even when they become your clients, people should not have to call you on the fly to get information from you. If you have another way, people will always what you tell them to do, right? The best example I could give you is the doctor. The doctor is, it's literally my health. It's what's more important than health. But if you want to see a doctor, there's a process to booking an appointment. So there should also be a process for someone contacting you about an event that's months away, that's not life-threatening. It should not have to feel like this life-threatening, everything is urgent thing, right? And a lot of times it feels that way because we don't have systems to help us stay organized and all that, right? So I think that would be my answer, is that for starters, I would just say, hey, the next step is to email me here and send me this and this, or fill out a contact form or something like that. Like everybody should be sent to the same thing. So you're always getting your information the same way. And then at that point, you can you fill in the rest of the sales process from there. and how to move forward with people. How does that sound?
That sounds great. Thank you.
No problem.